Happy holidays from USC Dornsife. Our holiday theme this year is resilience, something we have all had to find through an enormously difficult 2020. Andy Stott and Emily Anderson, our outgoing and incoming deans of undergraduate education, are here to tell us some heartwarming stories of how resilient our undergraduates have been over this past year. We hope this will brighten your holiday season and help us all look forward together to a better 2021. Andy, Emily, tell us some stories.
One of the most touching moments I encountered was logging on to my class for the first time this fall and seeing one of my freshmen in his bedroom at home, the bedroom he'd grown up in, the bedroom he had desperately hoped to vacate to start his freshman year. And he decorated it with all USC banners and school spirit.
That's terrific. So, we think about this year as something we all are looking forward to leaving behind. And then I think we are, but are there ways in which you think that having lived through this experience while in college might actually be good for our students?
Well, yeah, it's a hopefully once in a lifetime, once in a generation occurrence. It's global. It has meant that the everyday activities that we take for granted have been put on pause, and we've had to recalibrate our lives accordingly. And so I think it gives people a really good insight into how you deal with the unexpected and how you overcome and persevere. And that's a life skill that will carry you through really for the rest of your life.
I think that paradoxically, in this time of quote unquote social distancing, the shared difficulty that they're all experiencing has created a stronger Trojan community than ever before. Our students may not be able to connect in person in the ways they wish, but they've gone through something that USC students have never had to go through before. And I've seen them reaching out to each other in all the ways Andy mentioned. And I think that this memory and these bonds that they are forming will last for decades from the point of time that they graduate.
And what do you think it's going to look like when they all finally get to come back together?
Oh, can I tell a story about that? So in my last class, we had an amazing discussion of when we can finally meet each other on campus, will we be able to actually recognize each other? And I said, of course, we've been staring at each other's faces on computer screens for hours on end. But then in the chat, I asked everyone to write down how tall they actually were. And there were some moments of just shocking epiphany. Everyone in the class thought I was 5'8". I'm only 5'3", but it really brought us kind of together in a moment of comedy, but it also makes you realize like one of the many things you don't see on a computer screen.
That's right. What do you think our faculty are going to take away from all of this?
That they don't like commuting. I think our faculty actually, this has been an unexpected but really quite wonderful opportunity to reevaluate one's teaching and one's pedagogical methods. Faculty get used to the way that they do things. They like to sort of introduce new elements and freshen up their syllabus once in a while. But this has really forced us in a root and branch, fundamental way to really examine how we deliver education and the ways in which we get our messages across, the way we assess things, the way that we examine things, the kind of qualities we're looking for in student work, how we run groups, how we run projects, how people experience the classroom. And so I think in many ways, crisis presents us with an opportunity to rethink the everyday. And that's going to happen. We're going to carry forward some of these innovations, and we're going to keep the things that work and that are strong and are good. And we're going to embrace tradition and the things that are in our legacy that we really want to keep.
From USC Dornsife, happy holidays and fight on.
Fight on.
Fight on.